All right, 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 all right. Sorry, I got this Outcast song stuck in your head. All right, all right, all right, all right. Andre 3000, Hey, sometimes you get songs stuck in your head. I don't know. Maybe I'm the only motherfucking person that gets songs stuck in the head sometimes. Welcome, welcome. It is Monday, the 5th of December. Yes, we are 20 days from Christmas now. And obviously, we're 26 days from the new year. But we have amazing football, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, if you haven't been watching football the last 2 weeks, I don't know which you missed. You missed out a lot. College football, we've got the playoffs. We got number one Georgia going to be taking on the number four seeded, the Ohio State Buckeyes. We got the number two seeded Michigan State Wolverines taking on the number three ranked TCU Horned Frogs. Now, not the undefeated, but the one loss TCU Horned Frogs. So, great matchup. Great matchup's going to be setting up. Obviously, in 2024, there's going to be 12 teams. We're not going to be talking about just four of these teams getting in. We're going to be talking about a 12-team playoff system in college football. I remember a lot of people that the BCS. They're like, oh, the BCS will never stay. They'll never get a playoff. That was the biggest kick for college football. Was we're never going to get a playoff system. And finally, we've kind of got something, and it's working pretty well. So they obviously want to add a couple more teams. Obviously, the competition is going to get better. Obviously, we got teams moving conferences. We got players entering the transfer pool without having to redshirt now. So now the talent is getting spread around, so that way teams aren't just okay. These are the only powerhouse conferences, and everybody else kind of sucks or on the wayside. Either way you want to kind of phrase it or place it, that's where it is and that's where it's at. But college football nonetheless has been wonderful, and obviously this week, Saturday, it's gonna icon it here. Um, Army Navy. Army Navy is always a big game, and I'm Army. I served in the service, and I root for the Army every year. It's sad that we didn't get the commander in chief this year. Obviously, it went to the Air Force. Congratulations, aim high into the Air Force. Congratulations to those Air Force and the Falcons here. They actually control the all-time winning record in the Commander in Chief Cup over the Navy and the Army. So that's a little bit tidbit between the Army, Navy, and Air Force. The academies they play each other, and whoever dominates each other gets the Commander in Chief trophy, which happens to be played. The game happens, and the Army Navy game happens to be played in Philadelphia. So obviously, we're going to see a lot of Army and a lot of Navy alums and people there. Obviously, we're going to see the president there probably and everything else. And I'm not going to see. I'm not. And people go, well, you're sitting there talking. I have to talk about because they come out to watch the games as well. They want to watch sports as well. And I'm not sitting here being divisive. You know, sports. We have athletes that we want to tout them as good citizens and social warriors. Well, why can't I talk about these things as well? I mean, am I excluded from the list? It was just, oh, I get it. I get it. I get it. It's because, the way I word it and I context it, you don't like it. You don't, you just, you want to Kanye West me right now. And I'm just gonna use that lightly too. I'm not gonna, yeah, what I mean, you know, and that's what you done. You done open up Pandora's box and you open up the can of worms, and you can't get the worms back in the can. All right, that's what they've done. But nonetheless, NFL, we've had some great football, and this week, if I could recap this week in one word, it was wowzers. Because a lot, when I say wowzers, I'm not talking about gosh darn Mario over here and Bowser and all that. I'm talking about it's gonna be some worrisome here for some teams here. Obviously, the Rams probably not gonna be with Stafford the rest of the season. We got Lamar Jackson went out with a knee injury yesterday. They're saying it's days, not weeks, but I think they're downplaying the situation right now. Obviously, we already know about Jimmy Garoppolo his broken foot, broken ankle, whatever it is. He's done for the season. Obviously, Baker Mayfield got waived today, so he's no longer a Carolina Panther. Um, Deshaun Watson, less than stellar starts out there. I mean, Tua got banged up as well. Um, what can I say? I mean, we had a lot of games that we had a tie between the Commanders and the Giants. I don't know how to feel about it, nor do I know how to give you guys an explanation of why they tied. And it was priceless. They should have took a picture of both teams as the game ended in a tie, because both teams just looked like, man, fuck this shit. It looked like these teams were just like they're like, we just tied, man. Like, what? So now this really fucks both of us, Like, I mean, I don't know how ties work in the scenarios of playoff scenarios, because I'm not that, you know. But good football nonetheless. Vikings had to hold on. Eagles dominated the Titans. So that's kind of this. I try to give the cliff notes. I mean, college basketball. I mean, we've got a lot of, you know. Yeah, I don't even panic here, but North Carolina is not North Carolina of last year. Let's just put it that way. They've lost about three. They've lost, I think, 3 games so far. Three or maybe three. Yeah, I'm gonna say 3 games so far. I mean, Duke's lost about 2 or 3 games as well. I mean, we're seeing a talented field this year. I think probably we're gonna have the best tournament we've had in a long time. And I know I'm probably the only person that's gonna go out on a limb. I mean, everybody says that this year's tournament's gonna be the best, but I think this year, definitely with the way the competition is playing out, and the way, I mean, obviously those teams will level themselves out and they'll play better, but right now they kind of put themselves in a not so good position. So we'll see how these teams work their way this season. Hockey is still underway. NBA, obviously. I mean, a lot of good and bad NBA right now. I mean, it's just some teams are playing well. Some teams are, yeah, I don't know. Just you just can't get a read on them, or at least maybe I can't get a read on them. But it's just, it's still, I love the level of the NBA talent. Guys are playing at a high level this year. We're getting these games that, are meaningful games, and obviously this is the day and age and era where it is time management to try to help guys out. But everybody wants to say, well, LeBron's the greatest and this and that. Okay, if LeBron was the greatest, then he should say, I don't give a fuck about time management. That it's all about the game. It's for the love of the game, right? But it's not. And I'm not here to say that LeBron James is not a great player or not one of the greatest players. I'm just saying, when we're trying to put him in the echelons of what Jordan did or what Kobe did. But see, he got to build a little bit of a bond and a relationship with Kobe when he was on the Team USA. But, still, you know, it's hard to compare eras and to say that, okay, well, Jordan couldn't play in this era, or LeBron couldn't play in a tough era because he's too soft or cries a lot. I mean, we could sit here and just handpick this, that about players, but they're ultimately the greatest players that have ever stepped on a fucking hardwood basketball court. And people don't even remember. Rest in peace, Bill Russell. This man won championships not only playing the game, not only coaching the game, but also being an owner of a team, and just you know this is what I'm talking about. You got people just ride LeBron. Oh, he scored the most points of all times in the NBA. So be it. So be it. Somebody's gonna break that record, just like Tom Brady, and then somebody's gonna break his record, and somebody's gonna break their records. Some records are meant to stay, and some records are just meant to get broken. I mean, think about how many records have been set this year alone. I'm talking about all sports, not just NBA. I'm talking NBA, NFL, college football. I mean, there's been records have been broken in sports. Even in FIFA, we've had. So, I don't want to hear that there's no good sports out there today. And yeah, do we have bad calls? Yes, unfortunately, that happens. Referees are human, just like we are, and they get shit wrong. And we could have all the replay shit we want and slow the fucking games down, but that's not what they want. They want to make the games fast paced and interesting and entertaining so people can come and watch them, but not stay like it's a fucking like you're sitting at some sort of fucking, I don't know. You fill in the blank. But yeah. And as far as betting wise, yeah, we didn't do so well here. Didn't do so well, but we'll run down some parlays that we did here, obviously over the weekend here, and just to kind of give you the fillers. All right. So I guess we could start with Thursday night here last week. We took the under 44 points in the Thursday night football game. We cashed that. That was lovely. That was beautiful. But it didn't cash in the parlay because the Creighton Blue Jays didn't handle business. They weren't the only ones. The Youngstown State Penguins didn't cover the 1.5 on the spread. The Valparaiso Beacons didn't win the game. The Arizona State Sun Devils, they were losing that game. They came back, battled back. Thank you. Oh, hats off to you, gentlemen. And I had the over 154 points between UOP and UC Davis. That was an L. It went under. And I had the Maryland Eastern Shore Hawks money line plus 103 on the ladies. The ladies of Maryland Eastern Shore, I should say. They were playing, Navy that day. It was a tough, close game, but these ladies of Maryland Eastern Shore came up with the dubs. I also rode with the Iowa Hawkeyes. I thought these ladies could ball. These ladies from Iowa, they could ball. They're not out there just, out there in the cornfields and stuff like that. That's just, yeah, these women could ball out here. They got the skills to pay the bills. All right, but they did not cash, however, and took the L in this parlay. So didn't do so well. Only won like 3. So that was Thursday night's picks here. So let's go with the Friday night picks here. Or I don't know if we did Fridays. Maybe we. Um, oh, here we are. Here we are. All right, I was like, where's my Friday night? Where's my Friday night ones here? All right. We had the under 70 points in the North Texas and San Antonio. Boy, did the Roadrunners and the Mean Green run over that 70 point. They put 75 team total points between each other. Interesting enough, the Roadrunners won it. I took USC, the Trojans, minus the 2.5. Boy, was that a bad bet. Early on, it was looking good, but boy, that was a bad bet. All right, then we had some college basketball. I took Appalachian State, the Mountaineers. I figured they would be able to cover and cash. Did not, got denied. I had the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, generally good, were Tim Duncan and Chris Paul, may I add, alums from there. Balled at. Yeah, they just couldn't get the job done against. They were balling good in the first half, but the second half they just let the Tigers of Clemson just rip their, you know what. All right, then I took Illinois, the Fighting Illini. They were playing tough against Maryland, but then Maryland, once again, Maryland is a pretty good team here coming out the pack. The Big Ten here. Sorry, I was gonna say Pac-10. Pac-10. There ain't even no Pac-10 no more. Pac-12 is gonna be blown up as far as college football is concerned. Well, I'm digressing. I had the Lakers against the Milwaukee Bucks plus 295 on the money line. Bam! Did we cash on that baby? LeBron came back. LeBron and AD came through. Then I picked the Toronto Raptors. I'm sorry, Drake, but there's a no-fly zone here, bro. I don't know what you can't get the fucking OVO Owls, these motherfucking Raptor boys to ball up. You buy them a nice gym and everything else, but these guys can't get it done. I don't know what's wrong with these guys. You talked all that shit in Golden State, and you had your what, and now look at you guys. Look at you now. Look at you now. Where the fuck you guys at now? Nowhere. Taking L's. Taking mighty, mighty L's. And then I had the under 239.5 of the Pacers and Jazz. That went over. And we had the under 237 between the Bulls and the Warriors. Bulls tried to come back in the game late, but just didn't have enough. And it stayed under. It went 231, I believe. So, yeah. So, not too bad, I should say. Did better as far as NBA than anything out of this parlay on Friday night. Then we had some college football ones that we bet here. Obviously, we had college basketball. So you know, all right. Well, let's start off with this one here. We start off with an early one. We took Team USA. Team USA on the money line, and what you know, Team USA did not win and lost 3-1 to the Netherlands. To the Dutch. And the Dutch, congratulations. You know, congratulations for moving on and winning. But hats definitely got to go off to the U.S. men, and especially Christian Pulisic, man. And I don't know if you guys knew, but this man got kneed in his baby maker. Okay, in his baby maker, where he had to go to the hospital because he was peeing. You know what? Okay, and it wasn't pee. Okay, it wasn't pee. And he was not in a let's just say very painful situation as a man. All right, very very fucking painful to be smashed in your what? Yeah, not fun. And then I took Australia, and Australia plus the goal and a half was plus 106 at the time. That cashed because they lost 2-1 to the Argentina. The Argentines move on. Lionel Messi moves on. We had TCU minus the 2 points. They did not win. They lost in overtime. We took Coastal Carolina on the money line. They got smacked up. We had college basketball. We had the Virginia Commonwealth Rams on the money line. They did not win. We had Grand Canyon. They got the W. They beat Wyoming. And Texas Rio Grande. I had luck on them last time betting on them as part of the plus money. They did not cover. And I bet Cal State Bakersfield to beat on some Ivy League team. And no, 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 no. I was sorely mistaken. Yeah, yeah. The Ivy's outsmarted these bums out here at Bakersfield. And let me tell you, Bakersfield is not a place in California you definitely want to be living in or have a family. And it is a mighty shithole. Let's just say. Used to be booming because we had a lot of things in California that used to make our state booming. Now it's just, but now YouTube's gonna shit can me for saying that. But facts be the facts, YouTube. Don't be sitting here and trying to play me, all right? Don't you sit here and try to play me off like I'm some sucker out here, all right? I don't care. I'll talk my shit, and you know it. I don't back down. I ain't apologizing. You see me come up on here and apologize for The offenses and offensive shit I said? Fuck no. I double down. I triple. I quadruple. I'll put the whole world on your motherfucking head right now, YouTube, if I could. We picked Delaware. They got beat up by them jackrabbits out in the cold of South Dakota. The over 54 between Richmond and Sacramento State. Sacramento State stayed undefeated, barely though, in a high scoring affair, winning 38-31. Southern got beat by 21. I had them plus 20 and a half. So if I had plus 21, would have cashed. I had Tulane minus the 4. Definitely cashed. Tulane, congratulations to their first championship, their conference championship. And I had North Carolina, who I thought was going to go out there and play a lot harder against Clemson. Boy, was I wrong. Them soft ass Tar Heels, man. I don't know. Just maybe their basketball team's rubbing off on their football team. I don't know, man. I don't know. But needless to say, we only had 2 wins on that parlay there. Okay, then we come down to our other NCAA parlay here. Basketball, that is, men's hoops. We doubled down on Rio Grande Valley. I thought that was definitely a pretty good bet here. I was getting plus 190, a little bit better. Then I took Holy Cross plus the 1.5. They covered. I took Grand Canyon. They covered. They beat Wyoming. Southern Illinois disappointed me. I thought they were going to play a little bit better against the Billikens of St. Louis. And the team I bet on last year, the St. Peter's Peacocks, are just not it this year, ladies and gentlemen. The peacock is not cocking. Okay, it's not strutting its feathers right now. It is looking like a raggedy bird that just got his you know what handed to him. And I'm telling you, not good for business. Not good for the business. All right. So all right. So let's go to the NFL yesterday. We took the over 46.5 points between the Browns and Texans. I thought maybe, just maybe, there would be points in this game. But no. There was points, but just not by the offensive Browns, by their defense with 3 touchdowns. All right. So definitely went well under the 46.5. Probably should have bet the under. Along with this other game, I took the over 40 points in the Broncos and Ravens. Who was I kidding? Russell Wilson, Lamar Jackson. Oh, I'm sorry, Lamar Jackson got hurt. Now it's Tyler Huntley versus Russell Wilson. And the Broncos had a chance to win and lost in the end. And then had a chance to kick the field goal at the end, and the field goal just went just short. So, tragedy. I took the Green Bay Packers minus the 4. They covered. They came back. I mean, it looked like Justin Fields was running. I ain't talking about 21 Savage and Metro Boomin, all right? But, yeah, I mean, Packers, A.J. Dillon had a phenomenal game. Obviously, Christian Watkins. Can anybody stop this young kid? 4 games he has played this year. He has 7, I counted 7 touchdowns. And, then I took the under 51.5 for the Jags and Lions. I should have known. Both these teams were going to put up some points. I mean, obviously, Trevor Lawrence went down with an injury, but then he came back out at the second half. So, and when he came back, he was able to lead his team down to get a touchdown. But after that, it was really all Lions most of the game. I like what I like to call them the Motor City Hellcats. Okay, they're no longer the Detroit Lions. They're the Motor City Hellcats. Okay, because you ain't just gonna go in there and just beat up on the Lions anymore. You're gonna be into a backstreet bully brawl. You're gonna get in there. You're gonna get scratched up, clawed up. You know you're gonna be in a fight with the Motor City Hellcats. All right, we took the Minnesota Vikings minus the 3 on the spread. That was plus even money, which is 100. Yeah, I mean it got scary at the end. Not gonna lie to you, our defense has got to perform better. and our offense needs to be more consistent and click on. I think Kirk Cousins right now is not where he needs to be. I think him and Jefferson and them that game. It was good to see Dalvin Cook run the ball efficiently and well, and same along with Alexander Madison. But we need to get the running game and the passing game coinciding, going together, chugga 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 choo choo like a motherfucking train out here. And our defense needs to get on that train too, because if I mean our defense, probably we are the most. I'd say the 10-2 teams. We are probably the worst 10-2 team because of our defense. Because our defense ranks so lowly as far as getting turnovers and sacks and all this other stuff that that's gonna come reap us in the asshole. And when it comes to playtime, when it's comes to playoff time, I mean we might make it, but guess what? We're gonna be playing a team that isn't. And if heaven forbid if we end up playing somebody like Seattle, we end up playing the Cowboys, we play the Giants, and we still got to play the Giants this year. So I mean, we got to play the Colts. If we play the Niners, I mean, yeah, even if it's not Jimmy G, I still think it's gonna be tough. So then I had the over 43 with the Steelers and Falcons. Should have known that should have been under. Should have took the unders. I mean, the only under I took really was the under 51.5 with the Jaguars and Lions. Oh, I took one in the afternoon as well, but we'll get to that one. And I had the Eagles minus 4.5 on the spread. That was pretty much, easy money. Easy money, 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 money. Minus the 4.5. I mean, they took care of business. AJ Brown was like, you know what, Titans? Tighten this up, all right? Tighten this up. So, I mean, Titans definitely got to tighten some shit up, that's for sure. Then the Giants, I had them on the money line, plus 120. And they did not win. It was a tie. So I guess for that, I guess I get a push. I mean, technically they didn't win. So, but I mean, if you pick the Commanders either, I mean, you lost. I mean, unless you picked fucking the Giants, the spread. But yeah, didn't do so well there. Like I said, only won about 3 games. Only won about 3 games out that parlay. Alrighty. Then we had our NFL. We had our NFL and our NBA. We had the Cavs minus the 3. The Cavs just got beat down on the road in Madison Square Garden. We took the Bulls on the money line because I'm a Bulls fan, and Kings ended up beating us, man. Kings, hey, and everybody thought the Kings were just some fucking pushover team. Oh, well, fuck them Kings. They suck, bitch. They're the Sacramento Queens now. You better put some motherfucking respect on their motherfucking name, like Birdman say. I had the Celtics minus the 3. Celtics are looking very good right now as far as NBA. Definitely a team I'm having my eye on as far as looking down towards the playoffs, and as long as they can stay healthy, I think the Celtics make another good run at the championship, or for the championship, I should say. I had the over 46 in the Dolphins and Niners game that cashed. I took the Colts plus 10.5. That was an L. I had the Bengals on the money line plus 130. That was good. I had the haters. Yes, them Raiders coming up off these winning streaks here. And guess who they get this week on Thursday night? They get to play the lonely Rams here. Obviously, Aaron Donald will be back, but Aaron Donald had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. Hopefully, him and Sean McVay can. But it's not looking like playoffs are going to be in the cards. No repeat championship for these LA Rams. Used to be at one time they were the LA Rams. Then they moved to. They're back. They're back. now they're back home. A little bit of history for those that don't understand for their history and the history of their teams. And that's why I'm not biased because I know history of all the teams, not just my favorite team, okay? All right. Moving on, we took the under 41 points in that Seattle game, and that did not cover. But we won a little bit more. We won four. We won four. We won four in the NBA NFL parlay. Not bad, but still did not cash. Didn't cash the parlay here. Obviously, when you're playing parlays, obviously you got to have. All right. Then we did an NBA, NCAA men's basketball parlay as well. We took the Suns money line minus 500, easy cash. They pretty much cruised. I took the Nuggets money line. The Nuggets were holding serve, but then they pooped out at the end, just like Quinnipiac, the Bobcats. The Bobcats became Bobcat Goldthwait, and turned into something less funny. And then we have the San Francisco Dons here. They played Utah State. Utah State is undefeated and a great basketball team this year. So they're obviously going to be a team, but don't write off the San Francisco Dons just yet. I think they still got much more good basketball to play. Obviously, in conference play, they're going to have to deal with the Gonzaga Bulldogs, but we're really going to have to see how conference play works for both of these teams. I took the St. John Red Storms here. I thought they would get a nice little win here. Play really good basketball for the men's. Chris Mullins' alma mater. Yeah, they just couldn't do it. Couldn't finish it out here. And then we took Lakers money line. Boom, cash once again. So it was 2 times in a row that we bet the Lakers money line, and boom, boom, boom. It's been money, money, money. And if I bet it singly, it would be money, money, money twice. But we're in the parlay, just like the Memphis Grizzlies here. So minus 260 here. So that was basically it for us here, as far as as far as that goes here. So let me just all right. Let me close some of these here. Don't need to see my losses here. Don't need to worry about my losses here. All right. Just wanted to recap them with you. I don't just talk about sports here. I put my money where my mouth is. You know, respectfully, respectfully that is. All right. We'll just do that. Oh yeah, we had horse racing. And we only won a couple horse races, so not too promising either way. So let's just say here. All right. So now that we got that up here, we're going to talk about tonight. We got the Monday night football game. Obviously, we got Buccaneers versus the Saints here. Um, Class matchup here, NFC South here. Obviously, you gotta read into looking at the season series here. You look at it's been a little bit of rocky here. I mean, earlier in the season, it was a bloodbath. Both teams getting penalties. Mike Evans getting tossed out. So tonight, my money is definitely going to be on Tampa Bay here, because I think a little bit of revenge here for Mike Evans, and the company here. I mean, they're going to want to boat race these guys here, all right? To prove that, hey, we're still the Kings. Everybody's talking about the Tampa Bay's not this. Oh, Tom Brady's washed up. He ain't going to be able to do it no more. And I'm telling you right now, you don't want to ever count out Mr. Tom Brady. Yeah, even when he looks like he's a wounded man, I don't think you want to count out Mr. Tom Brady. And I think this team hasn't been healthy all year. And if they can get healthier down the stretch, I think Tampa Bay definitely becomes a team that nobody's seeing coming now. I mean, they've in years past they've had expectations. Now there's really no type of expectations. Now it's kind of like, okay, well, they're the default champions of that conference here. So, and obviously Saints got a lot to prove as well. They got to come out here and they got to prove, like, hey man, we ain't no joke here. Whether it's Taysom Hill, obviously it's going to be Andy Dalton behind center. I mean, but you got to get out there and get W's, man. If you want to trot Andy Dalton out there, you guys got to get W's, and they're gonna have to do it tonight without no Jawan Johnson, who's been a really solid tight end for him this year, and a big target in the red zone. But they threw a touchdown to Jarvis Landry, who I have in, and they also we got Chris Olave, and they got Alvin Kamara, and they got to run the ball efficiently. That's one thing they were not able to do last time when they were playing is they weren't able to run the ball efficiently. And when you don't have a good balance here, I mean, and it doesn't even mean you have to run like for 50, 100 yards. You get a yard, 4, 5, 6, and you just taking yard, and you're just kind of you know then you're making a team have to respect that. Oh, they're gonna run we make sure that we respect the run as well as the pass, and then you kind of you kind of got the defense on its heels a bit. But when the defense can basically predict what you're going to do, then basically you become, what they like to call a one dimensional. You you're like you're only as good as your one thing, and if that thing isn't working and you ain't doing nothing, you're stuck. You're stuck in the ruck, right? You're stuck in the muck, all right. But yeah, I mean, we definitely got that going here for us here. So I mean, we definitely like to see that here today here. Obviously here. Looks like it's basketball here. Look at it. Look at football here. There's a live simulation here. Oh wow. Not the team you think it is here, but -3 here. Buccaneers are -3 here. Um, Saints plus 160 money line here if you're brave enough, and the over under is 41 here. So they seem to kind of want you to take the over. And like I think there's gonna be points here tonight. Like I said, I think Tom Brady and these guys they're gonna want to put some points up here, and I think that the Saints are gonna be able to put up some points too. Because like I said, I think the Buccaneers defense is vulnerable in areas, and if the Saints can kind of exploit that and maybe get some turnovers and put pressure on Brady and all them. I mean, like I said, in that game, the Saints were owning them until the point where, Marshawn Lattimore here. Obviously, Marshawn Lattimore is not. So, and I think tonight definitely if if like I said, I took the under last Thursday night. I had two bets yesterday. I picked the Cowboys as well in another late bet here that I had two lame live bets that didn't cash for me. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go Tom Brady tonight here. I'm gonna take Tampa Bay at home here, -3. I think that's good. I got the field goal kicker, so hey, if it has to come down to the leg of Ryan Suckup to win this game, I am all for it, baby. Because we talk fantasy football here as well. You know, uh, get ready to get the fantasy football playoffs here pretty soon, next week or two. So we're trying to shape up the team. Obviously, I got to cut bait with Jimmy Garoppolo, and I got to try to find me somebody that I can maybe use because I got some quarterbacks that are going to be on buys this week. So I'm definitely going to need some help. Need a little help from my fantasy friends. You know, where are they at? I don't know. I mean, they may be in my head. They may be somewhere else. They may be hunting under the bed. I don't know. I'm just trying to be funny and charismatic and just be, So right now we're leaning Buccaneers here. I lean Buccaneers the 3, and if I had to take over or under, I want to take the over here. I want to take the over 41 just because I feel like Tom Brady can put up at least 25, maybe even they could put 35 here. and the Saints can at least put up at least 14. I could say, not maybe even 17. And if hell, if they're even feeling even more froggier, hopefully they put up at least 21. 21. But yeah, that's what I'm kind of looking at here as far as the football is. I'm just gonna put the -3 here in the parlay here. I don't know if I mean, we can probably put the over in here, but we got enough NBA games to pick from here. So we have the Charlotte Hornets taking on the LA Clippers. Obviously, you got Kawhi Leonard back. You got Paul George. I mean, Charlotte Hornets. I mean, to me, they have not been a very, very, very good team. But for some weird reason, they play good at home. They play good at home, and I'll take the 6. I'll take the 6 with the Hornets. I'll ride the 6. I think that's a good side here. I mean, obviously we got next game here. We got the Bucs and we got the Magic here. Magic tends to play. They tend to play well at home, and for me, I'm gonna go Bucs. I'm gonna go Bucs on money line here. I mean, it might go different. It might go a different route here. I mean, Orlando is one of those kind of tricky teams. And then here's a good matchup here. We got the Celtics versus the Raptors. Obviously, the Raptors have burned me hardcore tonight. I'm going hardcore Celtics here. I know they played a back-to-back game here, and I feel like the Celtics are a good team. And I feel like even them going on the road, I feel like they could still pull this one out. Even though it might be they're saying it might be a close game. Raptors are favored by 2 points on the spread. All right, then we have the OKC Thunder in the Atlanta Hawks here. Atlanta has been booming here, and I think for me, what I like here tonight here, I mean, I like this over 237. I think the Thunder can put up enough points. Atlanta puts up enough points, but they're not a lockdown defense. They're not a lockdown defense. So that's what I'm looking right there. We have the Miami Heat and the Memphis Grizzlies. The Grizzlies are actually home dogs here. Home dogs here. And I won with the Grizzlies. So they're my ride or die as well. Thunders is another team that I usually ride on to. I usually ride with the Thunder. And tonight we got the Philadelphia 76ers. James Harden coming back to Houston. And I think if I'm not mistaken, I believe James Harden is supposed to make his season debut tonight. So that is going to be something to watch here. I'm going to see if I can look at it on the one site here where I like to give you my player prop. I'm kind of interested. I'm interested in that here. So I'm interested in that one here to know if he's playing or not, because that really makes me like or dislike. All right. Ooh, Malcolm Brogdon is out. Ooh, Bucks. Bucks they got Brooke Lopez out and they got Grayson Allen out, but they do have Chris Middleton. Okay. Canaro play. Paul George plays. Kawhi Leonard's gonna play. Maybe I just hmm. mm, no Brooke Lopez and uh, maybe we take the under 226 here. Maybe instead of this Bucks here and Orlando be full pace though. I mean, to lose by 10 here. Well, you know what? We got to risk it for the biscuit out here. We're gonna we're gonna risk it for the biscuit. We'll take Orlando plus 10 here. We're gonna switch our Hornets plus 6 to the Clippers money line, and we're gonna make this Orlando Magic plus 10 here. So, all right, let's see anybody else here that we like. Kyle Kuzma, all right. Mobamba's out here, so maybe we take an under here. All right, now we're becoming flip floppers now. Now we're becoming real flip floppers here. And I don't know if I want to pick the over here, so you know, so I'm thinking James Harden is gonna play here tonight here. So I would venture that we're gonna take the under 222 and a half here. Even though I know it might probably go over definitely here. We got the Phoenix Suns and the Dallas Mavericks. I mean, right now here, I'm gonna take Phoenix here money line here, and I'll even throw in. I'm even gonna throw in the Warriors money line. So I think that's where I'm gonna take my picks here. All right. I think that's what I'm. I think that's what I'm gonna. That's what I'm gonna. Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah, I just. I'm trying to figure out if James Harden. I didn't see. He's supposed to play tonight, from what I heard. So I don't know. I just on that game I took the under, but this is what I think I'm gonna make my bet here, and then I'm gonna get ready to get off here. Took the took Tampa Bay -3. Damn, Tampa Bay minus Uh,
I'll take the Hornets, the Celtics, the Thunder, the Grizzlies, the Sixers, the Suns, and the Warriors for $163. Now my second bet, I did the Bucs, Buccaneers.
right.
I did Mass. I did Kennesaw State, UMass Lowell, Gonzaga, North Dakota State, San Diego State. I did the Bucs, Celtics, and Grizzlies. It's 167.
Yeah.
I've never mixed all three sports before. So
Yeah. See.
we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, I took. I don't know the Thunder. I don't know. For some reason, I think Thunder's game's gonna go over 237. I don't know. I like the Clippers tonight because I don't know Magic. The Magic. I don't know. For some reason, I think they cover at home. Grizzlies. I like them on the money line against the Heat. Suns. I like them on the. I don't know. I love the Rockets game. I might just take that game out. I might put a college game in here. I don't know. I don't. I just don't. I don't know. I like Tampa Bay -3, -130. I mean, I don't know. It's bad. It's bad, but I like 3 points. I think Tampa Bay probably. I like the Celtics on the road. Like the war. I could throw the Warriors in there. So all right, let me throw a college game in here. I guess where's the college game at? Maybe I just take a over. Maybe over under in the college. Maybe. I mean, even those are hard. Even those are hard. Even those are hard to. I mean, unless I put like. Oh yeah, that's. It's never. It's never ending. Um, does Long Island not lose by Does Long Island not lose by 15? I don't know.
I never made a bet where it's all I've done all the sports. So I was like, I ain't winning jack shit anyway. So for the horses, but that shit
Right.
ain't paying. That shit ain't paying out. Shit ain't paying out.
Hmm. All right, maybe I take this. I'll take this over in this. I'll take this over in the Kennesaw State one here. All right. Gonna make this my bet here. Been flip flopping. Been flip flapping all day, past couple times here. Oh yeah, that's right. I gotta log in. I forgot because it just well because when it goes the odds change and all that and
Well,
then
it signs off. If you even if you were signed in, it fucking sometimes.
right. All right. All right, bet. Please, please, please. Let's see if we get a winner tonight. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. All right. Let me write it down here. Let me write my. All right, we got Monday Night Football here. We got NBA and we have NCAA.
Here, fix the
Amen.
top card. Put it right here. All right. Pick another card.
All right. All right.
Put it right here.
Which way?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. I can. All right.
And one more. And I'll put it. I'll put it right here.
All right. So I got the over 237.
Should have write them down so
Up.
typing on your computer.
I just like it because it's just easier for me to. We got the Clippers money line minus 235. I don't know. I just thought the Clippers. They got Paul George and all them back. But the Hornets do play good at home.
Yeah, that's kind of
Over
why that's kind of why I went with.
139 and a half.
That's why I kind of went with them because they are at home.
Kennesaw State and Charleston. Charles Southern.
The only upset for college I picked was North Dakota State, which probably has no fucking chance in hell winning.
I think they do. I think they have a chance here. All right, they got Magic. Whoops. Plus the 10 on the spread here. 110 here. And they got the Grizzlies. Money line here. Plus 165 here. And the Suns money line here. Suns have been cashing for me money line. Same with the Lakers.
Yeah. Lakers been playing well.
Lakers.
Unibraw's been healthy and he's been putting up a lot of points. So
All right. Then they have the Celtics. Money line here. Plus 105. Then they got the Warriors. Money line here. Minus 550. It's all right. I just threw the Warriors in there. They had the Bucs minus 3 on the spread. Minus 130. I don't care. Liked it. I thought the over too, but I was like, nah. I'll just stick to one. So yeah, we got. So there we go. We got our bets here now. We got our bets ready to go here. Me and my sister about to go do some player bet parlays right now. So I'm gonna end the stream right here. We'll figure them out tomorrow here. I mean, let me give you one player I think for each team that I think most people aren't going to see coming here. That I think maybe a DFS prop that I like. Jarvis Landry for the Saints, and I'm going to say Ricardo White for the Buccaneers here. Those two players, if you're out there, put some money on them. They're going to probably win you some money. Whether you want to choose to get touchdowns or you want to do their yardage, I just think those two players could have a good fantasy impact, could have a good day. Now, obviously, I think Mike Evans is going to ball the fuck out because he got thrown out. Because remember, he got thrown out, Michelle. He got thrown out that game. Remember, him and Marshawn Lattimore. And so I think they're gonna be pretty pissed off. And I don't think Lattimore's playing tonight. So the Bucs are at home. So I think it's gonna be just Bucs, 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 Bucs all day. So and plus you can't fucking bet against Tom Brady because you know that motherfucker's starting to get better. So all right. So until tomorrow, salute, salute. Take care of yourselves and other people. Love more than you hate, and be better, not bitter. And hopefully, may the winners be yours if you're betting.